Welcome to the Organic Adventure Show. Today I would like to talk about questions, answers, and observation. I observe that lately we are addicted to answers. We are willing to read through hundreds of books and listen to hundreds of people just to get an answer, a quick fix for our life. If just somebody would tell us who we are, if just somebody would tell us what to do with our children. Questions and answers, but more importantly than questions, we just want to know the answers. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. It's much more complex, luckily, because it's much more exciting when we set on a journey to find the answers, and after a while the answers won't even be important. I think it's very helpful to know what the experts think, to know what I think, to know what the neighbor thinks, but that should just be guide us. That should only be a little leadership that helps us on our journey. It's our journey. Our child is an individual. We are an individual. When we connect, when we have a relationship, it becomes a completely new thing. No one can tell us what's going on with our child, and no one can tell us what's going on with us and with our relationship. We can get clues, but those are not answers. We shouldn't get addicted to store the answers to the point that we are so confused that we really don't know who we are anymore, and we just try the different theories and try what the neighbor said, try what the expert said, and at the end we are really lost. So we need to go back to step one. Step one is to do observation. We can call that many different ways, but I love that simple term, to do observation. How do we do observations, and why do we do that, and what's going on? We have a basic love for our children. We have an interest in our child. We want to know our child. We want to know what our child needs, and we want to know what our child doesn't need. Certainly we want to know ourselves too, but once we have children, we are so interested in them that we want to improve ourselves just because of them, just so we can serve them better. So through observing our children, it will help us to find our inner child too and understand ourselves too. The two goes together. Eventually, when you can do an observation, an ongoing observation, you can observe your children, you can observe yourselves, your relationship between the two of you, and your life will change forever. Instead of looking for the answers, let's go set on the journey. And one of the most important tools in that journey is to do your homework, to do observations. First, it could be hard because we have so many preconceived ideas. We have so much judgment and expectations that those and the answers from the experts and from our neighbors sneak into our observation, and we right away make a judgment. We right away say, oh, this is happening, that's happening. No, we need to stay objective. The subjective ideas should go into another bin, and we can deal with those later, or hopefully they will just fall apart from us eventually. Stay objective. Gather data, information about your child. As I said, the good start is that we love our children and we want to help them. We want to know their needs. We want to know how to move obstacles from their development. Sure, we have a basic understanding of generally children and parenting because we have so much information out there about this subject. But without really getting on that journey, you won't find the answers, or you will just internalize these answers from the outside, and you will just go far and far from what you are looking for. Do an objective observation. Gather the data. Once you did that, it naturally will bring up the questions. It naturally will bring up the answers you need, and those could be completely different what you have originally looked for. Don't look for anything. When you do an observation, just be present there in the moment with your child, with yourself, and magic will happen. I encourage you to do observation for 1 week without any ideas, without any questions, But if a question comes up, follow that and do the observation along that line. Observation needs to become part of our life. An ongoing observation, not just a little practice, but start with 1 minute. It's so hard. Start to look at your child without all the ideas of, oh, I have to do the dishes, my child is playing rough, what is going on here? Just relax. Just relax for a moment. Just try to not figure things out. Get the answers, get the fix. We don't even know if we need to have a fix. We don't even know what are the questions. Relax. Enjoy the journey. Kids don't sweep the floor because they want the floor clean. They sweep the floor because they enjoy doing it. They enjoy that they are learning. They enjoy that they master those movements. And once they master it, they are ready for the next step. We are there to help them, to prepare their environment, to thrive in. But we need to know what they need. We need to know how to prepare the environment. We need to know what's going on with us and with our relationship with them. I keep repeating myself, so I'm gonna get going. I meet you next Friday, and I will ask you how you did with your observation and what you learned from it. I hope you have a good weekend and a good week. See you next week.